All right. Hi, everyone. This is Michelle, internet marketer from Mississippi, and welcome to the Tuesday webinar that we hold at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Every Tuesday, I'm a day ahead, I wanted to say Wednesday, every Tuesday, and we either touch topics on mindset or some training or any kind of marketing, any kind of question that you have. So if you do have a question, there's a chat, and just plug it in the chat and we'll answer your question. Or if you have a topic that you would like us to cover some week, then also throw that in there and we'll make sure we take care of that as well. So before we get on with our training tonight, let's introduce the panel. Let's see, Jamie, would you like to come out?
Yes, hi. Jamie Donnelly. I'm in New Jersey. I'm also an internet marketer and entrepreneur, and I'm actually not afraid to say that I'm going to learn a lot from Michelle tonight because I don't know a lot about the segmentation of the Facebook list, so I'm excited to sit back and learn.
Well, thank you, Jamie. And Danny, would you like to come on out?
Sure. I'm in the same boat as Jamie. I'm not afraid to say I don't know a whole lot about Facebook ads. I've only ran a couple and I've just kind of winged it. I haven't taken the training, so I know I'm definitely going to learn a lot about the training and the segmentation, so that's going to be fun.
All right, well, great, thanks. Okay, so as they touched on, sorry, my chair is squeaking. This training is about how to create a Facebook pixel and a custom audience, and then how to segment that audience based on the content that they viewed on your blog or your website, and then we're going to segment them based on behavior. Let's say you have a sales funnel and you have a lead magnet and a core offer and a profit maximizer. You want to see if they opt in for the lead magnet but they don't go for your core offer. You want to be able to put them into some audience so that you can target them and with a Facebook ad or a Facebook boost post and see if you can kind of bring them back to your core offer. Same thing with if they bought the core offer but they didn't buy your profit maximizer. So that's based on their behavior, and we'll do that. So it's kind of like in 3 parts here. So if you do not know what a pixel is a cookie. It's a script that we place on our blog or on our websites, and somebody clicks on our blog or our website, a cookie gets installed onto their computer, and we can set how long that cookie will stay there. And once that cookie gets deposited, then they can go into a custom audience that we set up, and I'll show you how to do that. And then we can go back later and target them with like a Facebook ad or a boosted post, something like that, to kind of bring them back. And it's really good if you are doing Facebook ads. You can actually target people who you know have been to your blog or your website before. So it also helps keep your ad cost way, way down, because as opposed to having a million people that fit a certain parameter, you can have an audience of people, maybe 100,000, like in a year or so, that you know have already visited what you have to offer, and you can target them back. So anyway, that is a pixel. Let's go ahead and I'll share my screen, and we'll go through how to create the pixel and then how to create the audience, and we'll go on down. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, is everybody still seeing that box? Yeah? Are you seeing my screen at all? Just like thumbs up or thumbs down?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay. You are screen sharing. I have not done this before on Google. Let's try again. All right. Bear with me a second. This worked earlier. Okay, well, this is going to stink if I can't screen share. Okay, Danny, do you think you can get on Google? Let me talk about...
I'm on it.
Thank you. And let me talk about segmenting the audience. So why do we want to segment our custom audience? The audience of people that have visited our blog or our website, wherever we place that pixel. Well, let's say you have a blog and you have information for vegetarians, vegan, and gluten-free people. Well, you have a specific, let's say, book for vegans with like vegan recipes. If you did not create a segmented custom audience, if you were to choose that audience that was pixeled, it would also include the vegetarians and the gluten-free who would be not interested in your vegan book at all. So if you segment that list and tell Facebook, okay, this kind of page with this kind of category, I want to put in one audience, and then, you know, like all the vegans in one, all the vegetarians in another, and all the gluten-free in a third, and that way you can segment your audience based on the content that they have viewed on your blog, and that'll be much easier to target with a boosted post of like a vegan recipe or a vegetarian recipe and only reach the vegans or vegetarians. So that's why we want to segment our custom audiences. And Danny, do we have any idea yet? Let me go ahead and try again. I did an entire screen, maybe. Can you see it now? Yeah? Oh, okay. Well, good. All right. So let's go in. You need to log into your Facebook account and go to Manage Ads under here, Manage Ads, and you're going to be brought to your Manage Ads account. Now, if you want to create a pixel, if you have not created a pixel before, this is the step that you're going to take. Apparently, each Facebook ads account can only have one pixel, and I have one set up already. So Danny did her magic Google and found out that only one pixel per account, so I can't actually walk you through that step, but I can show you where to go to create your pixel if you have not already. So we'll go to Tools and then Pixels. And then over here there will be a Create Pixel button, and just click on that and follow the instructions. So that's fairly simple. And then once you get your pixel, you want to go to, let's see, Action here. You want to make sure you're on the Facebook pixels, so go to Tools and then Pixels again, and then go to Actions and View Pixel Code. This is the pixel that you're going to need to grab. So you want to grab the whole pixel and copy it. Now I'm going to assume that everybody has a WordPress blog on here and let me real quickly get to my blog. I should have logged in. Now, I couldn't find the header section of the blog, the whole entire blog site, where you need to place the pixel. So I had to go into the widgets, and there is a widget called Header and Footer. And let me show you that real quick. Plugins. Where's plugins? There, plugins. Okay, and it's a plugin, and it was called Header and Footer, and I activated it. And then you will find the plugin under Settings and Header and Footer. Now you want to place your pixel in the header section of every page, and so you would just place it right here, paste it, and then save it. So that's where your pixel will go. Okay, so let's go back to our Ads Manager. So now we're going to create a custom audience for that pixel. So we're going to select, we can go to audiences here. So Tools and then Audience. You're going to click Create Audience, and we want to create a custom audience. The lookalike audience is for when you have a custom audience of, let's say, 10,000 people. Then you can create a lookalike audience, which is people who have not visited your blog, but they have interests like the people who did visit your blog. So they're lookalike. They are people you also want to target that have similar interests. But right now, we're just going to create a straight custom audience. So we're going to click that. We're not going to upload a customer list, and we're not going to worry about app activity. I don't even know what that is, I guess, if you have an app. So we're going to click Website Traffic. Now, when you have a pixel, it's going to automatically bring up your pixel here. And we want to choose people who visit specific web pages. Okay, so now we're going to segment our custom audience list. You want to make sure to select URL equals. Now, what I did was I created a document. What you need for this is you need the URL slug, and you need the category that that specific post is related to. So on my blog here, we have my blog categories. There's 4 of them, so I want to create 4 custom audiences. And this is a post. What a slug is, it's anything from the / and after. So www.markandmichelleinsights.com is the root URL, and then the / and everything after that is the slug. So we need the slug, and we need the category that this post is related to. So we copy the slug, go to our document, and that was a training, so we would go down here and we'd paste it under training. And so that's a fairly new blog, and it's got only 25 posts. So it was fairly easy for me to go through and do that for all of my posts. But what if you have a blog that has like over 100 posts or 300 like my husband? You can't really go and do that. But you can start from this point forward and be able to create custom audiences forward. And I'll show you how to do that as we're going through and doing this. Okay? So what we need for our URL slugs here is we need to grab the slugs from the document. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to copy them, and we're going to paste them right here where it says add URL keywords. So we're going to paste, and then we're going to hit enter, and then we're going to go back and do the same thing, and we're going to grab all of the ones related to this category of business. So bear with me a second while I do that. We're going to paste and hit enter. And I hope I'm not going too fast. The video, the replay of this video will be available until next Tuesday on our page if you would like to go back and rewatch the training. Two more. Okay. So that is all the blog posts I have for the business category. But now when I go to create a future blog post, let's say on business, I don't want to have to keep coming back to Facebook and the custom audience and adding another URL slug every time I create a blog post. And I'm sure you don't want to do that either, but there is a way that we can make this happen automatically. And that is by putting a keyword also in this box. So the category was business, and so we're going to put the keyword business in the box. And what we're going to need to do from now on for every blog post, you need to include the word business in the URL slug. So let's go back to the slugs here. Let's say tomorrow I created a blog post on a book that I recently read, like a book review on Click Millionaires. So the normal slug would be a review of Click Millionaires. That would be the normal slug, but I will add business to that slug as well. So the slug will be review Click Millionaires business, okay? And that's what I did with this Facebook training blog post right here. Training, the word training was not originally there, but because it is part of training, I put that keyword in there. So if I didn't add it automatically, if I didn't add it manually, it would get added automatically because it had the keyword in there. So that you want to make sure you put the keyword in this box, and you want to make sure that you include the keywords for every category of blog post in your URL slugs from now on. So in the last days here, we want to put 180 days. We want the cookie to last on their computer 180 days, and we have that long to kind of target them with a Facebook ad or a boosted post. We want to include past website traffic, and then we want to name the custom audience. So it's Insights Blog Business. And then click Create Audience, and then OK. And then you see that we have our custom audience here. You need to have at least 20 people in order for the availability to change to ready. And that way, then you can start targeting people. So I have 200 people here in the Insights blog pixel since I updated, or since I created it actually today. And so I can start targeting those 20 people or 200 people with a boosted post or a Facebook ad if I wanted to. So let's do it again so that we can, go over it again. We're going to create audience. We're going to create custom audience. We're going to click website traffic. We're going to select people who visit specific web pages. Always make sure you do URL equals. Okay. Then we're going to go back to our document, and this time we're going to do mindset. So we're going to copy the slug and paste them in the box. Give me a second. Oops. And one more. Okay, now this was for the category mindset. So our keyword is going to be mindset. So I'm going to put mindset in here. And then every future blog post that I do for the category on the blog called mindset, I'm going to make sure that I include that word in the slug. So if you see some of these, they already have the keyword mindset, and that's great. Like, why do we need a mindset shift? Or the employee to entrepreneur mindset. So we don't need to put it another time if it already is automatically included. So we're going to change this to 180 days, and we're going to leave include past website traffic there. We're going to name it, and then we're going to click create audience, and then OK. Now, let's say we want to follow the people or keep track of the people who have opted into our lead magnet but didn't take us up on our core offer. So we're going to create a custom audience based on that behavior. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to create audience, and we're going to choose custom. We're going to choose website traffic. But this time we're going to choose people visiting specific web pages but not others. We want to make sure it's URL equals, and then we're going to go and we're going to grab the URL of our lead magnet, and we're going to place it right there. And then we're going to grab the URL of our core offer. Well, that was the thank you page, by the way, the thank you page for your lead magnet, because if they opted in, they're going to hit that next page, and that's the page you want to grab for the URL, because you want to know that, yes, they opted in for your lead magnet, but they didn't take you up on the core offer. So you want to grab the thank you URL from the lead magnet and the sales page URL for your core offer. If they opted in, if they purchased your core offer, but they did not purchase your profit maximizer, then you would grab the thank you page URL of the core offer and the sales page for your profit maximizer. Okay, so URL equals, and then here's the core offer, and we're going to put that there. And we're going to change it to 180 days. We're going to include past website traffic, and we're going to name this. So this is lead magnet opt-in minus core offer. And we're going to create audience. And that way we can target people who did get our lead magnet and try and get them back for our core offer. So that is basically the training in a nutshell. Again, just to go back to show you where all of these buttons are located, you're going to go over here and you're going to click on Manage Ads. Now, if you do not have an ads account at all for Facebook, you're going to have to create one and pretend that you are creating an ad, and then you can pause that ad. But for some reason, Facebook requires that you create an ad to create an account and then pause the ad so it doesn't go out and you don't spend any money. But then you'll have access to manage ads. So we're going to click on Manage Ads. To create the pixel, we're going to go to Tools and Pixels, and then there'll be a button here that says Create Pixel. Now we want to create our audience, so we'll go to Tools. Well, there is one here, Create Audience. Is it the same one? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, I guess you can do it from the pixel page too. So you would create audience. Or you can go to Tools and then Audiences and create audience button here and choose whether you want custom, lookalike, or saved audience. Okay, and so we have our segmented custom audiences here based on the content on our blog, and then we have our segmented custom audience based on behavior. So let me stop sharing and see if anybody has a question. They may not.
That was awesome.
Was it understandable or was it too confusing?
Yeah, no, totally understandable. I love that you went through it a second time because, you know, you missed stuff the first time. That was really good. So you can create a custom audience basically then for anything, for your blog post, for a certain set of your blog posts, for anything that you want, really. I didn't realize that. So I did learn. I learned more than that, but I know Jamie has questions too, though.
Yes, I actually just learned that you can do that, certain blog posts, and the world's open. The world opens up when you realize that, and then you can target a whole mess of people that you know already know you by visiting your blog post. So, Jamie, did you have any question at all?
I do, and you know, I've heard other people train this before, and I just couldn't tell that it was the same thing because they were so overly technical and convoluted that I didn't grasp. I've sat through like hours of training, and in 25 minutes we got more. Man, am I ticked or what, huh? But grateful for your showing us this. Now, let me ask a question. I know that, like, a lot of people want short slugs because they think it's prettier or whatever. I don't know why, but did you ever think that would it work if we shortened the keyword, like training, TNG, or business, BIZ, at the end if we were going to add that keyword to our slugs going forward?
You can shorten it to whatever code you want to use as long as you include that in the custom audience blog post. Custom audience, when you set up the custom audience and you plug in your slugs, as long as you include that code that you're going to include in every slug that you're going to create, it doesn't matter. And that's what I was going to say as well. So if you have like a blog of 100 or more posts and you don't want to go through categorizing all of your previous posts, then all you need to do, where in that box where you would put the URL slug, just put the keyword, the business keyword, or the TRNG or whatever code you want to use, just put that there. And that way they will automatically be categorized to that segmented custom audience from now on.
And what about Power Editor? Do you ever use Power Editor?
Power Editor is more for when you're creating Facebook ads. And I have done Facebook ads like a year ago, but I was not very good at it. So and that was before Power Editor. So no, I have not used Power Editor.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see.
Okay. So I do have another question. So I guess when you're creating your slug, when you make your blog post and you edit your slug, you always have to edit it so you can do your SEO work, right? So that's when you put your keyword in. So your keyword then, from what Jamie just asked you, it doesn't have to match exactly what your category says. It's just you're using the same one for the same category. As long as it is the same one, then you're good.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
That's so easy. That's so easy.
It is, and for SEO purposes, just for people to understand, your slug should be your keyword phrase. It doesn't have. It will automatically create based on the title of the blog post, but really it's better to have your keyword phrase as your slug. And then you'd want to put your keyword phrase and the keyword you put in Facebook custom audiences if it's different than the keyword phrase you're going to use for your slug. So, okay, well, has anybody been on our page to see if there's any questions? Okay, so it doesn't look like we have any questions. Do either of you have any marketing questions or mindset questions or any kind of questions that you want to bring up that you've been asked or that you have? Okay, well, if anybody...
but let me...
Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, what I didn't get at the beginning, and maybe you said this and I missed it. Maybe you could explain what the pixel does. Like, it follows people around. Maybe some people might not know what we're talking about, and I'm not sure if I would understand if I jumped into it, but I know because I get followed a lot.
Okay, yeah, sure. So a pixel is a piece, it's a script, as you saw when we created the pixel, or grabbed the pixel, and here well, I'll have to share screen again. It's a script. It's basically a cookie that gets placed on somebody's computer once they visit your blog. And so based on that cookie, that's how you can then target them with a Facebook ad or a boosted post. Now, we have set that cookie to last for 180 days. But also, I mean, if you have, let's say you have a website and you're sending people to that website and you've got a pixel on it, then you can target them with an ad and bring them back to your site. Or if you have a site, like our membership site, we have a site, we can place a pixel on there, and then if they come back to that specific, not your site, but let's say they go to the main site, they have your cookie, your script placed on their computer, and so if they make a purchase, you will get credit for it. So that these are great, great things to utilize for retargeting, or also what's called remarketing. Now, to be followed around the website like you do, and so what I'm talking about basically is, let's say you go to Amazon and you look up pants, okay? You look for black pants. You may or may not have bought black pants, but then you go onto JCPenney website, and lo and behold, there's an ad from Amazon for black pants. Or you go to NBC News and you will see an ad for black pants for you to go back to Amazon and purchase those black pants. They are using AdWords, and AdWords is an awesome tool. That is how you can follow people around, literally around the internet. But I'm not too familiar with that yet. I have done the training, but I haven't actually implemented it to train on it. But that is how you can literally follow people around everywhere. That'll be for a future training once I implement it. But does that kind of clear it up, Danny?
Yeah, definitely. That was excellent. Thank you for clearing that up.
Okay. So the Facebook custom audience, the Facebook pixel, you can only utilize on Facebook. But the Google AdWords, you can follow them around the internet. But we're going to start with Facebook and get used to using Facebook pixels before we go large and go to AdWords. So if there is nothing else, we will end the training early and give you a little bit more of your Tuesday evening. We meet here every Tuesday at 8 Eastern, And like I said before, we do mindset, we do training, we do marketing, any kind of topic. And if you have questions that you would like us to answer, then go on our chat page and put them there, and we'll make sure we'll either do a training on it or we'll answer your question at the next Tuesday. And if you want to know, we are on a team. If you want to know more about what we do, then click the green button on our chat page and learn about what we offer. Other than that, I wish you a great rest of your Tuesday evening, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.